Insolence is a nice long shot down the field. Ty can't get back in time. It looks like he might have even helped it into the goal, and Rogue will score first.
Yeah, unfortunately for these guys to commit to that play, Seabass played it up on the wall as Illusion was close behind him. Trying to get a quick touch afterwards, but Insolence is just in the right position at the right time.
Carry this one high. Just continues to carry this one along all the way. Are you kidding me? They had a goalie right there. I don't think anybody expected this aggression from Seabass as he ties the game.
For Seabass to be able to bring this all the way down the field on his own, and look at that touch, able to swing it upside down and then jump back into it, using that tip of his car to put a little bit more power.
I was impressed with how he was able to herd Insolences into the corner, but then to take the final shot too. Ty gets it on a missed touch from Rogue, and just like that, Emotion has the lead.
Mistakes again coming out, those kickoff goals. You see Insol trying to rotate through, and he overjumps it. Does not get there in time. It sneaks past, and then a shot on net. Emotion up on one.
All the players on Emotion showing that they can contribute when needed here. Now across the mat, Matt is right there. Ty was unable to get up in time, and we'll see Rogue tie the game.
Really well controlled by Insol down on the corner there, just taking his time. He jumps up to the wall, and Matt just staying patient in the front of the net. Doesn't need to move anywhere, just being in that right place at the right time. Someone just gaining that possession of the ball. They're not afraid to pass it back towards their side as a shot slammed in by Insol.
A beautiful setup here by Sizz. Just watch him dribble past one, and then he gets it past Illusion as well, and then it's just an open net, easy shot for Insolences. He'll put that in, and Rogue's got the lead.
But as soon as they started to develop those pass plays a little bit, it then forced somebody out of net, and they were able to get something out of it. That's how they scored a majority of their goals. And it's Insol again there for the goal.
Insol will pick up the pass from Matt, but it was this miss by Illusion that enabled him on the wall. Does not get the clear in the corner, and Insolences is right there. Find him the spot right between the rotation. He'll pop it out. He'll follow it himself. That was 3 players from Rogue, but Insol moves into the back, and Matt, what angle is this? It didn't even look like a shot from the auto cam, but we'll have to watch the replay. Rolls it up and follows it himself.
Surprised that works out too. Like you said, all 3 players were committed to that one. Insol flying across to get to it first. This team of Emotion gonna put one on. Oh, Seabass with the goal.
Oh my goodness. Watch Matt here outplay 2 players and then get dunked. He bumps one, plays it away from Illusion, but Seabass, after getting bumped, says, I'll just take a shot outright. Sizz isn't ready for it, and it's a 1-goal game. Good ball control here. Insolence with the shot, Seabass with a block, but Sizz in. 2 players committing on the defense. It's a 2-goal game again.
It's exactly that. 2 players committing on this save. A pass over to Matt was actually pretty soft. Could have been challenged possibly, but they stay patient, they wait in net, and the shot's directly at the net. But
Matt looking for Sizz, drops it back to Matt, takes the shot. Beautiful 1-2-1 play there to make it a 3-goal game, and Rogue's running away with game 2.
I talked about those pass plays from Rogue. This is exactly what I'm talking about. A play all the way downfield, immediately rocket it back to the player, pass it to him.
Who's going to be airborne first? It's Illusion, but he misses, and Sizz will punish. Illusion, brilliant player here on the Emotion roster, but has been really struggling, especially anywhere other than the ground. We've seen him miss a lot in the air and definitely on the wall. Sizz will be able to punish that one.
Well, I want to give credit to Mana as well on that.
There's Ty with another shot, finds his way around Matt, and that's Emotion with the lead.
There was an opportunity that presented itself just before that where there was 2 players that committed. Insolences was headed back for boost, and because no one on this team...
Insol was looking for Matt. Oh my goodness, it was Sizz in the middle, and just the defenders missing all over Ty game.
I don't know if it happened or not, but there was a mid-air bump. I don't know if that was on his own teammate. No, that was Insol being a bully. You see that come across?
Oh my goodness. Depending on where they're at. Sizz and Insol now moving down the field. Can Sizz finishes off? He doesn't even need it. It's already on target. Sizz 2 in a row now as Rogue takes the lead.
I don't know if you necessarily want to call this a team play, other than Sizz just swooping into action.
They've had a few leads in this series, but have not been able to hold on to any, and now again they are down. Insol, oh my goodness, Matt with the read. Off of this, look at this double tap in the air from Insol to pass to Matt.
Yeah, it was one of those situations, and you started to see a little bit last game. Rogue is starting to get comfortable. They're not afraid to make these challenges. And
he's got 2 players in support, but Matt will shut it down. And a bit of an overcommitment there by Seabass. He trusted really hard in Illusion, but it's going to go all the way down the length of the field from the touch from Insol.
I mean, a lot of it started as well when Illusion was up on that wall. He got bumped by one of the players from Rogue. It threw off his touch completely, and then it just didn't have the power that he was looking for to play that out into the midfield.
Sizz looks for Matt. Matt finds the shot, upper 94-goal lead again for Rogue.
Really well placed as well. Illusion played that back out in the midfield. Huge mistake from him playing that, not only towards his own net, but also in the midfield. Easy pass for Sizz, just Matt has to put the icing on top. Rogue, this does answer a lot of questions for me as well. Even though in their circumstance, you know, I don't consider Emotion going to be their big challenge of the day. But it does show, like, the passes are there, they're able to make the touches, they're playing how they want to play. And that's the first step, obviously, for these guys.
The Garrett G is one of the subtle monsters on defense. You just don't even realize how good he is. But there he is, the turnaround, getting the opening goal.
Talking about subtle right there. This subtle little bump on the back of Timmy opened up everything. Did not allow Timmy to come in towards the middle for that challenge. Almost turned into net, but Fireburner could not get enough power. Still plenty going on, and Jacob can turn it in the open net.
Fireburner not in the Batmobile. I'm a little surprised, but he put on just enough threat. Timmy on that back wall. Dapper facing the wrong direction, both having a panic. Not enough time to communicate.
Off that side wall, Renegades running out of time. 60 seconds remaining. They have looked better and better as this has gone around. But here is Fireburner. What? 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, and it finally makes it into the back of the net.
I didn't think he'd get here in time. You see him jump over Timmy and then just get it after it bounces off the ground. Follow through the recovery. Beautiful 3 goals for NRG.
As here comes the follow-up shot off the crossbar and into the net. Moses, crucial goal. And with 50 seconds remaining, there is hope.
Moses shot that perfectly. Jacob could not be closer to that save, but that shot also could not be closer to the crossbar.
Now take control of the ball. Jacob layers it towards the top. Crossbar down. Great accuracy from him.
A bit of impatience. Moses and Timmy up. Dapper trying to get in front of Garrett, thinking that he was there, but he didn't spot Jacob in time.
Finally trying to push forward, but it does not work out. Fireburner can turn that into the net. And just as Renegades took their first breath, they were immediately
Dapper thought
punished.
he had that. Dapper thought he had it, and so did Moses. Fireburner's so quick. Recovery amazing. He landed on that sidewall.
As Fireburner can try and take advantage, Jacob will leave it, but Fireburner, that control is unbelievable.
Jacob wanted it. He wanted it real bad, but Fireburner getting that first drop and then immediately with no hesitation, turning into it and getting the flick around the defender.
But Renegades just could not find it. There it is. Timmy turns it into the net, and Renegades force it.
The moment they watched this double commit, Moses knew he had to get in front of that. I didn't care how. Smacked it on the ceiling, and Timmy there to support. Garrett nearly getting there for another clutch save.
Moses picking up himself 2 saves. Unfortunately, that right there is an open net, and that right there is the lead back to NRG.
It's not looking too good. Dapper and Timmy both in the corner. I'm assuming Moses went to go grab some boost. Maybe he got bumped or cleared out.
And Insel will try to put it on the backboard, but Gimmick again driving this one down. Sizz, and he gets the second touch, puts it through, and Rogue's got the lead.
You weren't wrong about the majority of offense for Cloud9. They have 7 shots right now to Rogue's technically 0.
And now Squishy now. Oh, he had a free shot at net. I don't think he knew it was open. Gimmick will try to tap it in, but it's not there. Torment with the follow-up. Finally, the defensive rotation back from Rogue. So slow. I felt pretty certain after Squishy missed that one that they would not score here, but it's a tie game.
More and more sweat with each miss, but Torment there to help his team in clutch. I didn't think Gimmick could get that angle. That was tough.
Being a very, very hype squad. Can they do it? Gimmick gets it past Matt, and with 10 seconds left, Cloud9 takes the lead.
Out rotation last second. Matt and Insult not truly knowing what to do. Matt wanted to contest this. Sizz couldn't get behind it, and Gimmick in a last-ditch effort takes a shot toward net.
Insel now to follow through. Can anybody put this in? It's been in the blue box for a while, and finally Matt will find it. And that one even touches the crossbar. Sloppy play on both sides here. Finally gets Rogue on the board.
I know I'm supposed to be analyzing what just led to this goal, but I don't think there's much to say. A lot of panic on both offense and defense.
Gimmick in front of the net. Matt puts the shot in. He got up in time. The quick double jump to give them the 2-goal lead.
The reaction on this, watching Sizz go up for it and Gimmick not contested the moment it rolls off that backboard. You even saw him trying to correct himself, but I really like the way Sizz challenged that.
For the boys in the blue here, Squishy and Gimmick to put it through. Look at the passes, the read off of the crossbar. And there's the 1-goal game again.
That Gimmick touch over Matt. Sizz probably should have flipped to pop that up. He thought he had more time. Will they get another?
Can Squishy get this one? It's just Matt
and
net. Upper 90 tie game. Cloud9 just when it looked like Rogue had this game comfortably, Cloud9 comes back.
Torment putting it over a defender just too far from Matt. He couldn't go up for it. And off the kickoff, he didn't have the boost either.
Tie up this series and take it away from Cloud9. Sizz into the box. Matt's there, takes a shot, puts it through, and Rogue's got the lead.
Yeah, these are not the goals I'd expect to see, but right now it's just unrelenting pressure. Gimmick again trying to slow it down, but knowing they didn't have much time, Sizz was there to contest.
And now it's nighttime. Oh, Torment just open defense. He'll send that one through, and Cloud9 for the first time will get first blood.
You can see both Matt and Sizz going for boost, and then Sizz making the whiff. That was, I mean, as
Sizz will let this one fall all the way back into his corner. Squishy will just continue to follow alongside of this one. Fell all the way back, and beautiful play by Squishy, not giving Sizz any space to work here.
Yeah, and in this situation, it's Sizz's opportunity. He just needs to buy time for his team.
Squishy now moving in over the top, and he'll put it underneath Sizz, who was right there to make the block, but again, does not make the touch.
Yeah, I mean, you can just watch them break down here slowly. Insolences and Matt both needing to go for that, neither getting the touch. You can't, you know, as much as you can see that Sizz has kind of been uncharacteristic, missing a lot of touches. Again, not making contact to Matt. You saw what Insolences was trying, but someone from Cloud9 was in the way.
Nice small pass in front of the net. Rogue on the board now. And you can see Torment and Squishy out. Question for me is, where was Gimmick in the midfield, just challenging, moving up, trying to get the 50-50. Matt moves up now, over the top of Squishy, gets the demo onto Squishy as well. Sizz to drop this one behind. Gimmick had a good position, but he didn't see Matt coming up, and it's a 1-goal game.
This is probably the first Matt and Sizz passing plays we've seen. Matt out to Sizz, right back down to Matt. Gimmick was there for the save.
And now he's got a shot for Insol. The shot, and finally they'll send this one, keep it glued to the ground, find the defense out on the offensive push, and it's Rogue on the board.
Gimmick and Squishy caught off. Squishy coming from the side, and that's those quick counterattacks to catch someone off guard.
It's still the 1-goal lead. Can Sizz make it 2 right now? He's got both Gimmick and Squishy in rough situations, and he does it, sends it upper onto the bar, and that's 2-0 Rogue.
Seeing both goalies grounded, Insolences with a great pass and a coincidental demo as well. Seeing both of those goalies just sitting there staring at him. He waited to the last second to get the flick. And when there's only 2 minutes left to score, you probably don't want to trust your opponents that much, but it doesn't matter. Gimmick with a solo play off the backboard.
You saw Insol was very low on boost after that one, so he had to leave, and they left it to his 2 teammates, but Gimmick gets it through 2 of them, and then the double tap off the bar, puts it high before Insol can get into net, and it's a 1-goal game again. Gimmick to follow it off the wall. Squishy now finds the shot. Are you kidding me? He was airborne so early for this, and it's a tie game. Oh my goodness.
I'll let you know he jumps now. Goes up as early as possible. I guess that was in the replay. Insol trying to read him off with Squishy.
Gimmick to play carry a pass, Matt. Just Sizz in the back right now. Insol's moving
going
in
for
quickly
Sizz.
here. Can they get there? No. Gimmick gets it away. What a play by Squishy to remove the last defender.
The moment he noticed Sizz was last man back and he might not have beat him to it or got a good touch in, he went straight for Sizz. And getting the back wall demolitions are actually so tough.
Kind of retreated during games 2 and 3. That's going to be a shot hitting off the crossbar. Follow-up from Alushin. Turns it into the bottom of the net, but that is exactly what I want to see from Emotion. Lovely pressure to start off game number 1.
Exactly what they need to do. Force the guy out of net and then make sure there was someone there immediately to follow up with the opportunities that Jacob applies for the what? How? Jacob, stop it, please.
A lot of this is going to come down to really bad position from Alushin. Jacob, yes, did try and go for it, but look at this, Alushin. Even if he's going back there, what is he going to do?
Or they go backwards into the net to give themselves more space to make a play.
Opportunity, goes off that backboard, Alushin. Okay, no more complaints. Going to pick himself up his 2nd goal. And once again, the follow-up, but Jacob going for that and did not allow Fireburner, who slowed down when he saw Jacob go up for the ball. It's Garrett. Puts that over to the side. Fireburner will turn that in. Lovely team play, not using the back wall. Would have made it a little bit too predictable, but instead, cutting it all the way out.
Ty having a rough touch there. He played that into the corner to a waiting Garrett G. Garrett just plays that right back in the middle. This Energy team, watching how they utilize Garrett on that back. Oh, a shot from Jacob at midfield. Putting a boomer on net, but the way they use these rotations, you saw Garrett and defense just a little bit ago. He rotated all the way wide, didn't go for the ball immediately because he had faith of his 2 defenders up front.
That is a bad self-bump. Open net and Alushin. Hat-trick.
Bad self-bump indeed. I don't think that even summarizes it as well. Jacob losing that 50-50, but then it just comes through as Fireburner's trying to get back in the net.
Open nets that have been caused. Gonna have an opportunity for another lovely pass straight down, and Ty will turn that into the net. This is the reason why the level of Rocket League is just getting so much better. The team that we expected to be maybe further down the leaderboard is pulling off this. Going on towards the net, but that will not matter because Emotion! 2 goals in the lead, and they just have to hold on for a minute.
Unfortunate positioning for Garrett G. He was upfield trying to make a play, and because of that, he has to rotate back. It jumped with the way the ball is going.
Very shaky opening series. They are pulling it off, but Garrett with the double touch.
This
and
play,
NRGs are back.
This play calculated from the very beginning. Jacob with that phenomenal kickoff plays it directly back into the corner of his teammate, which then allows Garrett to sweep over to the side from a pass from that back line.
And for NRG to make it back, they will have to make it 10.
The danger of kickoffs. Only a couple seconds goes by and we're all tied up yet again.
Having fun, Lawler. Now, NRG have got all the pressure, and Ty has been caught out. 10 seconds remaining. Not like this.
For Garrett to play that back towards his corner so it bounces towards his teammate's net. But a shot opportunity, a pass top left. Garrett strikes.
Garrett is nothing other than a wall in this scenario. A target for Jacob to aim for. And to turn that straight in. There is nothing you can do on the side of Emotion.
Because of this man here, the way he's been... Oh!
Jacob! Take the ball and do it to him.
Just watch, just watch, just watch. That's disgusting. Oh my goodness.
High, but Emotion doing a very good job actually, continuing to follow everything up, and Seabass can turn that one in. Lovely passing play, finally getting everyone forward, and it was Control that allowed them to do it.
Even though all 3 up there, you see Illusion recognizing Ty has nothing left in the tank. He comes across, kills that ball again right in front of the net.
They should be safe, or will they? No, they will not. Fireburner, given too much time, space. And now he gets himself a goal.
For him to play that off the wall, but the decision-making here, rather than going for that aerial immediately, he lets it settle. He gets to the other side of the ball. And
very difficult to try and read those. That will go the entire length of the pitch. Can Jacob get there in time? No, he cannot. Ty goes coast to coast, and Emotion have picked up their first win of the RLCS.
Good vision as well by Emotion at the end here. All 3 players from Energy up, spending so much boost on that play. Not able
for a decent shot on net. Emotion controlling this opening minute, and that is going to go in. A rolling shot. Lawler, please.
Yeah. Fireburner's on defense, so is Garrett, and Garrett just... What?
Still, NRG pressing themselves forward, and finally turning it into the net is Garrett G. Far left-hand side. And they just picked it up and really went forward with the pace, and that is what they're going to get for it.
When in doubt, give it to Garrett G. It's one of
themselves forwards. And that is going to be a touch that takes it away, but here is the follow-up. Garrett G is going to quell all fears for NRG and their fans. Lovely pass over from Jacob, pulls it all the way out, and using that third, Garrett G's positioning as that third man.
The 1-0 scoreline, JNAP's to carry it across the side. Can he get it to Rizzo? And the pass comes through. It goes in, and G2's on the board.
Teasing the ceiling. You can watch him. He said, I don't want to hit it, I don't want to hit it. He waited till the last second to use his boost, push it over to Rizzo, who gets up for the tight angle. Both goalies.
JNAP's send a shot towards the net, and it goes in. 2-0 now for G2.
This is the lead they're going to want with 35 seconds left. They've got control and another counterattack. Moses last one back, trying to grab some boost, but JNAP saw it wide open. I don't know how I feel about Moses turning around fully in the corner.
And as the clock counts all the way down, G2 will get their first win of league play. They'll put a buzzer beater in just to add insult to injury here.
Yeah, thanks, Rizzo. I just wanted to take a little bit longer in this game.
Oh, sure.
Well,
nice fake.
Yeah, good bait. Forcing Timmy to stay down.
As the counter clear game can always be so strong. Dapper to move this one down the field. And Rizzo does not get a solid clear. Moses is there, and he'll put it through. You got to make the clear there, and it's Renegades who gets on the board first.
And there it is, the 2 touches. Timmy to Dapper, and that's it. Forcing Rizzo to go up for it, or Dapper would have had the second touch. Rizzo saw him barreling down on that, but he couldn't get a good touch from the angle.
And the pass Dapper as well, all the way. The 50-50s from G2 will tie up the game.
I thought this was going to get saved, but take a look at that. The short pass from JNaps right off of Kronovi's hood. Honestly, I want to say it was intentional. Kronovi was just driving relatively slow. JNaps put it directly on his hood.
You got to pass Dapper, but he kind of moved it past Rizzo as well. And they'll stay on the defense. Timmy pass 2, puts it in, and Renegades ties up the series.
This entire game all boiled down to a single mistake right here. Kronovi not able to get there quick enough. I don't know if he didn't want to use boost, he was trying to preserve it, or he'd run out.
Moses! And this goes through? Are you kidding me? What?
Moses read the defensive touch so well. Called Timmy off. You can see Timmy bail. Moses knew Rizzo, and look at him go all the way to the outside, you monster!
They weren't expecting that play from their teammate. JNaps to flick it over too. Moses is up. He's not going to be there. Rizzo will put this one through, and it's a tie game.
I was about to compliment Renegades' neutral game demolitions have really been slowing down G2, but it didn't matter. They weren't able to gain control after the demolition, and they just barreled down immediately. All three coming up on a flat line.
Nobody there to capitalize on it, but Renegades just giving some golden opportunities here. Timmy to take it past one. What a play from Timmy as Renegades gets the lead.
This is, again, having full control of your opponents, putting them in a place where you have so many options. Do I keep going up? Do I go down? Kronovi, you've lost all your momentum. You've gone up to the crossbar. I know you can't turn back down. Timmy.
Now 2:49 left to go. G2 find themselves at a deficit. Moses now back into the middle, and Kronovi to move it down the field towards the net. Nobody's there. Completely open backfield, tie game.
Disappointing way to let it go back, but seeing the opportunity, that touch from Moses was just too far from Dapper. I saw what he was trying to do. He wanted to hit it off that side. 9 shots to 3 this time. Renegades with 3 times more than G2, and another one's gonna go in. Moses to the back of the net.
Dismantling the defense. Rizzo trying to clear this one away, but Timmy wins 150-50. It comes in. Kronovi can't get a touch, and Moses will take the shot up for 90 to play it away from JNaps. The lead back in Renegades' favor. He gets it past all 3. He'll be able to put this one in. It's all blue players on the screen, and it's a tie game.
The second wide open net. I don't know why both Moses and Dapper felt the need to contest this. Timmy was just trying to body it and get in the way. He found his car on the wrong side of the ball, so he knew he'd lose that and probably get pushed back into his own half. Tied up with 1:20.
G2 yet to get the lead here in game 3. They flick this one high. Kronovi with the follow-up. The bump on Timmy and net. Beautiful linebacker play, and G2 finally has the lead.
Don't call it a comeback, and already working together. JNaps getting the flick and then looking right for Timmy. You saw him slow down, probably flick around with his camera, try and find his opponent, bumping him out.
The defense, it's been haphazard, and Timmy misses. Moses comes in, finally will finish that one off. Renegades gets the lead back. Both teams with solid commits on the offense, leaving open nets.
No one saw Timmy coming down. That's why G2 got caught over committing. They would have dropped back had they known Timmy would get that save. I think
he's going to have to get the clear. Uncontested, he'll carry it all the way. Looks for the goal by himself, sends it in from his own box. JNaps ties up the game.
I actually didn't know if he'd be able to do this, and Dapper going to contest. Rizzo pushing that. I couldn't tell if he was going to bump Dapper. Maybe that's why he turned around so abruptly, maybe the wrong direction.
And Rizzo over the top. JNaps finishes off. It's just Timmy coming in. He's got to read the shot, but the shot is high. Kronovi with the follow-up puts it in, and G2's got the lead.
JNaps again trying to creatively get a bump, and here we see Timmy just get smacked out by JNaps. He wanted to get the jump, but it didn't matter. I think he could have gotten that save. JNaps giving Kronovi